everyone, my name is Echo. In today's Minecraft video, we are back on Minecraft Pocket Edition, the Bedrock version, for a brand new beta and preview. This is the version 1.19.20.22. Here is the confirmation from Jay Wells, Megaspud, Minecraft Community Manager. Happy Wednesday. We have a new Minecraft preview / beta rolling out today, with even more fixes and tweaks. And then he said, check out the changelog, and if you want the changelog, it is down below. As a reminder, if you did miss yesterday's video, we did get a brand new full update, being the version 1.19.10. If you missed that video, I'll leave a link down below. Currently, Minecraft is having some problems with textures. You can see it in the distance there. So if your current beta and preview is looking a little bit weird with the textures, don't worry, you're not alone. Gotta admit, the Minecraft community is pretty quick. It's already available on the bug tracker. Don't know how this happened, but again, it's betas and previews. Starting off with features and bug fixes. More changes to Spectator mode, which is experimental. So a quick reminder, if you do want to check this out, you are going to have to enable the experimental toggle, which is all the way down here. Make sure you've got Spectator mode enabled, or it's not going to work. Removed emotes functionality while in Spectator mode. So you can type in / game mode spectator. I'm going to be a floating head. Hey, they kind of fixed my head. Kinda, compared to previously. Anyway, I'm not able to access the emotes anymore. If we go to / game mode creative, I should know if I hit B on Windows 10, the emotes pops up. If you're in spectator mode, that no longer happens. Moving on, spectators' heads are now properly rendered as semi-transparent. Well, I just showed you that they've definitely made some improvements to some of the custom skins. Like previously, my jaw was missing. Seems that it's back again, so that's great news. Again, I really hope that all these spectator changes are leading to hardcore mode. Moving on, character creator heads, items, hats, hoods, helmets, etc. are now properly rendered semi-transparent while in spectator. So if you made a custom character, your head will now be semi-transparent. Capes and animated back items are no longer rendered while in spectator mode. We've got a bug report. This one's pretty funny. Cape will still be showing in spectator. So, ironically enough, they were a transparent head, but still managed to have their cape. That's not going to happen anymore. It also says spectators can no longer use or get affected by portals. So you're telling me if I get a game mode spectator, I'm floaty head, try and go through here. I cannot do it anymore. Can't go through the portal, being another portal. Can't go through an end portal. That's actually pretty cool. Let's do it in this. First time I've ever been through a portal without going through the portal. That's pretty cool. So yeah, again, like I said, I'm really hoping that these spectator features and spectator being introduced is leading to hardcore mode. And then we move on to the Allay, which has also seen some improvements. Allays can now pick up and drop items at their owner when in a boat. Okay, so I've given my Allay obsidian. If I throw it, it throws back. It never used to do this, but now it does. So if I was to like just quickly grab a few of these, multiple ones, stackable items, and go bam, 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 it'll pick it up and it will throw it back to me even though it's in a boat, although sometimes it doesn't work or sometimes it's quite delayed. But regardless, it now works, so that's pretty cool. It also says, Allay can now always pick up dropped scaffolding. We got a bug report. Here is the bug report, and here is the video. So when you break this, it all drops on the floor, but ironically enough, scaffolding is a stackable block, which the Allay should be able to pick up, because I think it's 64 at a time. It only picks up 1. Let's see if that's been fixed today. Allay scaffolding break. Should pick them all up. There you go. So yeah, it no longer just classes this as as one, it will pick up all of them that are dropped on the floor. Wait, can you get 2 Allays in a boat? Oh, you can. Like the coolest thing I've ever seen. Moving on, it says Allays can now correctly stop dancing when music from jukeboxes end. So if you have this, as you guys are aware, it dances when music is playing. In some cases, when you stopped playing it, the Allay head would still move side to side. So that should no longer happen anymore. And the last change with the Allays now look at targets such as players. Moving on to blocks. Bell can no longer catch on fire or be destroyed by fire. So this was, for example, if you had a bell on your house. Bell. And we have flint and steel here. So if you had bells in your house, they could catch fire, right? So if you set this thing on fire, sorry, villagers. I'm sorry about this, but we gotta test this. But anyway, whenever you're setting these on fires, in some instances, the bells would also be set on fire, and they would completely disappear. Sorry, villagers. There's no one here anyway, so we should be good. Moving on, Sculk Catalyst now play the blooming sound effect when blooming. So let's try this real quick. So Catalyst, place, kill. It makes a sound effect, which I never knew existed. I mean, it's really hard to hear for me. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Anyway, it's meant to make a blooming sound effect now. More of a Java Parity feature. And so did they drop on the floor? The bell dropped on the floor. I was going to say, is it still getting destroyed? Okay, yeah, so they drop on the floor. That's good news. They don't get burnt to death. Sculk Catalyst, do not spread Sculk anymore on player's death if the keep inventory game rule is set to true. Sculk Catalyst, do not get covered in Sculk veins anymore if a mob dies on top of them. So we can do a little bit of a test here with these. So if a mob was to die on top of these, they could actually change. So if we do you and this, just the blooming happens and that's it. That's it. So obviously, you know, it spreads using a Sculk block, which is like this. Sometimes it could replace the catalyst. Not anymore. Command changes. It says improved the performance of the locate biome command to mitigate stalls on the server while searching for a biome that is far away. We got a bug report. So we talked about this one in my last video, but basically the locate biome command can freeze for a limited time. We have a video here. So it lays down, runs the command, game freezes very temporarily while it searches for something. It's really strange. Let's see if they fixed it. Also, somebody mentioned to me, if you're on like iOS or Android and you're using the /locate biome command, lower your render distance. For some reason, it seems to be improving it. So keep an eye on the fire. Let's see if when we run this, the fire freezes. Locate biome, we'll do, let's do like, we'll do a desert hills, for example, right? I think that's still a biome in these games. So we're finding it, couldn't find it. Let's try and find just a regular desert then. Found a desert, /locate biome, a mesa biome. So we're going to do just a mesa. It's quite far away, to be honest, but it's not freezing. That's good news. Okay, so let's try this with an Allay, because that's what they were using. So we're just going to go bam, 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 bam. We're going to run the exact same command again. So there is a slight freeze still. You can see it. It's a slight stop, just a slight stoppage, but nowhere near as much as it was previously. Changes with the Deep Dark. This is to do with ancient cities. The secret door that leads to the redstone room in the center of an ancient city now opens / closes properly. We got a bug report. Ancient city secret room door open. So it's a vanilla parity. It's meant to open and close, but for Bedrock players, it would just permanently stay open or permanently stay closed. EDU, Education Edition, fixed a crash that occurred when swapping inputs to the material reducer by disabling input swapping. Players must now remove input before adding a new input. So if you play the education version, it's to do with this crazy machine to do with in and taking things in and out and all that jazz. But I'm not going to test that right now. Go mess around with it. Moving on to Fireball Entity. Modified the JSON entity file so that it also contains projectile damage in addition to the explosion and fire damage. Moving on to gameplay changes. Sneaky X-ray glitch has been patched. Fixed X-ray vision when top snow falls on the top of players. So it now behaves as a solid block when top snow covers players' vision. So if we stand in here, there is actually a way, a very sneaky way for players to glitch themselves inside of here, which would grant, very slightly grant X-ray vision. They fixed it. They fixed it, so you're not going to be doing that anymore. We move on to General. The general change here is fixed the add server feature not saving IPv6 addresses. Items. Lava in buckets will no longer disappear when falling or failing to be placed or dispensed into partial blocks. We got a bug report. Now, this has been a problem for a very long time, but the best example is here. So lava bucket inside there, redstone. It fails to displace it, but it does dispense the lava. We're going to run the exact same test. Lava bucket, same location. We have the same blocks, redstone right there, and it gets rid of it. It doesn't get rid of the lava. So if we do it again, it does dispense the actual bucket, not the lava on its own. It also says items with the item_lock component can no longer be placed in item frames or armor stands. Fixed an issue with some items with durability would fail to be created from the creative inventory. Marketplace implemented new marketplace error screen art and messaging. Mobile controls, listen to this. Fixed an issue where players were not able to hover over UI elements inside a scroll view if a portion of it fell outside of the view when using mouse plus keyboard support on iOS. This was a result of the scroll view auto-focusing onto the nearest non-clipped element. So talking about touch controls, didn't make it in 1.19.10. Hoping in the near future, we're going to find out what on earth is going on with these controls. It's a good thing, though. It means they're taking their time with it and getting feedback. So for those who don't have the controls, don't panic too much. Fixed a crash that could occur when a connected device like gamepads were missing. Mobs, allays, and bees no longer get stuck in non-full blocks. We got a bug report. Basically what it says in the 1.19 versions, the allays get stuck on there because, again, it's a lantern, it's not a full block, and it happens on, well, it looks like it's just happening on the lanterns there. Let's test it out. So bees and allays, let's place them inside of here. They should be able to pathfind in and out of here with no problems. Seems like they're not getting stuck at all. So that's good news. We've been using the Allay a lot today. But yeah, they should be fixed now. It also says fish do not shake anymore when placed in an isolated water block. That's to do with one of these filled with water. And you have like a salmon in there. Or you do it again and you get a bigger salmon if you're lucky. Come on, got a bigger salmon. And then we do it again and we've got like a cod, any type of fish in there. They don't just shake and break. Although he looks like having some... Yeah, they're definitely struggling a little bit though. Wait, what is this? Wait, the fish do not shake anymore when placed. I mean, they look like they're shaking and they look like they're definitely stuck. So, interesting. Fixed a bug that caused wolves to spawn red when summoned with entity_born or on_tame events. Fixed an issue where enchantments on ranged weapons on mobs were not being applied. Witches. Fixed a bug that could cause witches to stop spawning in the witch hut structure. Is now set as a surface spawner for witches. We have a bug report. I noticed this because I've built a witch hut in my Bedrock world. It stopped working all of a sudden. So there's an actual world there, but this is footage just explaining what's going on, I imagine. Seems like it's been a problem. Is this a video? They're all worlds. They're all worlds showing the exact same thing. But been a problem for a little bit of time. Apparently, finally fixed. Performance and stability. Fixed a crash that was caused by a villager changing its profession while trading. The trade screen will now close if the villager changes profession mid-trade. Sculk sensors. Sculk sensor can now also detect bees, chickens, allays, phantoms, and ender dragons flying. We got a bug report. Sculk sensors do not detect most flying mobs. Let's see if it was fixed. All right, so we're going to start off with a... Well, the Allay is working clearly. Let's try a few bees here. It should detect a few bees. Chickens, although the chicken's not flying, so we're just going to have to put you up here real quick, Mr. Chicken. Put chicken up here. Up there. There you go. Definitely detecting them. Phantoms as well, and also the Ender Dragon, but I'm not going to summon that. Sculk sensors can now emit the whole range of redstone signal strengths based on the distance a vibration has been emitted at. Previously, the output was either 1, 15, or even. It says vibration particles are now always oriented towards the target Sculk sensor. Stability and performance. Timeout when connecting to a multiplayer game has been reduced from 180 to 90 seconds. It says fixed a crash that could occur when pistons were extending or retracting near movable blocks and arrows. User interface. Other text for can_place_on blocks for items in inventory is now in a consistent order between save games. It says removed the controller settings tab for Oculus Rift. Vanilla parity changes. Sounds of the smithing table when a villager is working are now the same as sounds when the player uses the table. We got a bug report. Apparently it's been sounding like an anvil, and apparently it's been a problem for quite some time. Listen to this. You definitely heard the anvil sound. Yes. So me being me, I'm just going to summon a bunch of these guys. I don't know if they're going to lock on to this, to be honest with you, but I wanted to try and hear the sounds. But for some reason, they already all have professions. It's a lot of villagers. But anyway, when they're on the workstation, it will no longer make the sound of an anvil. I want to test this real quick, though. So we get ourselves a diamond pickaxe. We get ourselves a netherite ingot real quick here. Netherite, we'll go with this one. So if we put this in here, listen to this. That's the sound it makes. That's the sound that these guys will make. Although they're making me look really bad in today's video. That's what they will make. Fixed volume level of amethyst step chime sound when walked on by a mob. So listen to this. What the player sounds like. Apparently it was really loud when a mob did it. Although, please move. I don't know. Doesn't seem to make any noise. It does say amethyst. I'm not sure if it's like an amethyst cluster or if it's an amethyst block. Talking about blocks. Amethyst block has been renamed to block of amethyst. Am I missing something here? It says amethyst block. It doesn't say block of amethyst. I'm so confused in today's beta/preview video. So many questionable things. Moving on to mobs. The Ender Dragon can no longer destroy crying obsidian, respawn anchor, light, deny, allow, border, or jigsaw blocks. Sculk sensors no longer detect boats staying still in water. And I want to quickly show you this one before we end today's video. Put this inside of there. It's because the boat slightly moves. You can see it there. Sculk could actually pick it up. Right now it's picking up the Allay. Anyway, last but not least, technical updates. Let's read the changelog. Technical updates. Account suspension. Fixed a bug where suspended accounts could not play local worlds or navigate the menus on Xbox platforms. Changes with actors and experimental technical features which are general. And that is everything I have for you in today's video. I hope these videos really do help you. They take quite some time to get done. But yeah, hopefully 1.19.20 has some cool features coming very soon linked to touch controls. Apart from now, have a wonderful day, and I don't know if I can do the wave. I can't even activate emotes right now, but I'm gonna get out because I like you guys. Anyway, have a wonderful day. See you all in the next video.